The earliest fish were jawless fish in the Cambrian period, like Hycoichthys. From these jawless fish, many fossil jawless fish evolved, such as Legendra lepus, a primitive Devonian lamprey. And from forms like this, modern lampreys have evolved, one of the two remaining jawless fish alive today, along with hagfish. Lampreys are considered the most primitive vertebrates because along their dorsal surface, they do have tiny pieces of cartilage, which are the homologs of the neural arches of vertebrae. Although they do have these elementary components of vertebrae, their primary support rod is the notochord, like the primitive chordates, which were the ancestors of the early vertebrates. The separate pieces of cartilage in the head and the cartilage surrounding the gill arches giving them support, these are significant not only because they are the precursors to the components of the vertebrate skull, but the cartilage of the gill arches would then be modified so that the first two would become jaws in the jawed vertebrates. While lampreys do not have jaws, muscle contractions can open and close at the area around the mouth. They do not possess teeth with enamel and dentin, but they do possess horny structures made of the protein keratin, which can aid in latching on, say, to the side of a fish in parasitic forms. Their rasping tongue can then dislodge scales from the fish and help to pierce its sides so that the lampreys, which are parasitic, can suck out blood and body fluids. Because lampreys are the most primitive vertebrates, they are fascinating for biologists to study to give insight into the features which had evolved by the very first vertebrates, which are shared among vertebrates as distantly related as lampreys and humans today. So, for example, the lampreys possess the four types of heart chambers: the sinus venosus, atrium, ventricle, and conus arteriosus that vertebrates possess in their hearts. The lampreys possess all of the regions of the brain which humans have, including the cerebellum, which is not present in hagfish. Lampreys have many homologies in the spinal cord that is shared among higher vertebrates. Lamprey immune systems have some but not all of the features of more advanced immune systems, such as cells like lymphocytes. And there are other similarities throughout the body, such as with the digestive system, etc., which make lampreys very interesting to study given their status as the most primitive living vertebrates.